Welcome back to Vibrant Movie Mind. Today I will explain a dark fantasy movie from India, Tumbad, a story of greed, curses, and an endless treasure. Long ago, before humans worshipped gods, there was only the goddess of prosperity. She gave birth to millions of gods and goddesses, but her firstborn child, Hastar, was her favorite. Hastar was greedy. He wanted everything for himself. First, he stole all the gold from his mother. Then he reached for the grain. The other gods attacked him. They nearly killed him. But before his end, the goddess saved him. She hid him inside her womb, the earth. But there was a condition. No one must ever worship Hastar. His name must be erased from history, and he would never eat grain again. Ages passed, but in Tumbad village, people grew greedy. They built a temple for Hastar and worshipped him, hoping for gold. This woke him up. The other gods grew angry. They cursed the land. It would rain forever. Years later, the Rao family discovered Hastar's treasure, hidden deep inside a well. But there was a trick. Hastar could not touch dry grain. It burned him, the punishment from his mother. So to feed him, people made dough dolls from wet flour. When Hastar ate them, he was distracted. And in that moment, one could steal the gold coins hidden in his loincloth. But Hastar hated thieves. If he touched you, you became cursed. Your body rotted. You turned into a monster that could never die. One woman of the Rao family was bitten. She became immortal, trapped in a monster's body. She was the grandmother. She begged her family to burn her, to set her free. But they refused. She alone knew the treasure's secret, so they locked her in a dark room, feeding her and waiting. Generations passed. The family scattered. Only one man remained, Sarkar, the grandmother's great-grandson. Sarkar grew old, begging her for the treasure's secret. She never told him. He never married, but kept a widowed mistress as his servant. She gave birth to two boys, Vinayak and Sadashiv. The grandmother had become dangerous, her skin rotten, her body monstrous. To calm her, they used one chant, "Go to sleep, or Hastar will come." Time passed. Sarkar died of old age. Soon after, Vinayak's younger brother, Sadashiv, fell from a tree and died. Their mother decided to leave Tumbad for Pune. But before leaving, she asked Vinayak to feed the grandmother. Greedy like his father, Vinayak asked her about the treasure. She broke free from her chains and attacked him. He barely survived by chanting the mantra, "Go to sleep, or Hastar will come." His mother forced him to leave Tumbad. But Vinayak never forgot the treasure. 15 years passed. Vinayak's mother died. Poor but still greedy, he returned to Tumbad. The grandmother was still alive, now fused into a tree, with only her head able to speak. At first, she refused to tell him anything. She warned him that greed destroys everyone. But when Vinayak promised to burn her body and set her free, she gave up the secret. The treasure lay inside the womb of the goddess, the cursed well. Feed Hastar a dough doll, and while he ate, steal his gold. Vinayak entered the well. He threw Hastar a doll. While Hastar chewed it, Vinayak stole gold coins from his loincloth. This was the start of his fortune. Vinayak sold the coins to a man named Raghav. Soon Raghav grew suspicious. Where was Vinayak getting all this gold? He followed him, and one day he discovered the secret. Vinayak, knowing Raghav's greed, set a trap. Raghav entered the well, thinking he would find treasure. Instead, Hastar appeared and attacked him. Raghav was cursed, his body rotting like the grandmother. Out of pity, Vinayak put him to sleep and burned him. For many years, Vinayak kept returning to the well. Each time he fed Hastar and stole coins. Each time, he lived more luxuriously. But greed is endless. No matter how much gold he stole, it was never enough. By 1947, India had gained independence. Vinayak was old, weak, and father of 3 children. But his desire for more never faded. His son Pandurang grew up greedy like him. Vinayak trained the boy to climb ropes and move fast, preparing him to enter the well. During a trial run, Pandurang accidentally carried a doll. Hastur attacked. Father and son barely escaped alive. Vinayak scolded him, but Pandurang had already tasted greed. By now, the government planned to take over Tumbad lands. Soon, Vinayak would lose the Haveli forever. He was desperate. Pandurang suggested one last heist. This time, they would carry many dolls. While Hastur ate, they would steal not just coins, but the entire pouch of gold from his loincloth. That pouch contained endless treasure. With it, they would never need to return again. They entered the well, made a circle of dry flour around them, and released doll after doll. But they underestimated Hastur's hunger. For every doll, a new Hastur appeared. Dozens, hundreds, all rushing to eat. Vinayak realized escape was impossible. To save his son, he tied all the dolls to his own body. The Hastars attacked him. He climbed the rope, dragging them away. He fell into the flower circle, burning them. Vinayak escaped with the pouch, but Hastur had bitten him. He was cursed, his body rotting like the grandmother's. He handed the pouch of endless gold to his son, but Pandurang refused. He realized greed had destroyed their family. Instead, Pandurang whispered the mantra, "Go to sleep, or Hastur will come." He burned his father, setting him free. Pandurang walked away from Tumbad. The treasure remained in the darkness below, and the story ends.